to be productive enough to export their products and have enough to eat at home, to use at home. Look, let me tell you, I was coming from the farm about an hour or so ago, and somebody called me and said, I want some chicks. I said, I want to keep them for Easter because I'm going to sell it for a lot of money than you can pay. He said, how much do I want? I said, I want about 10,000 for my brother. He said, okay, there is nothing in the market at the moment, and we need birds. So if you are in your farm or in your backyard rearing chicken, never mind the cost of feed, people are looking for it. If you are rearing eggs and they are laying eggs for you, people are looking for it. If you are planting, rain has come now. If you have pepper, tomatoes, and all these things, in 3 months' time, they will mature. You can sell them. You need to be more productive, not protesting. Bola Tinubu has woken you up from your slumber. I didn't like the way he came in. I didn't like the way he won the election. But he's there. And as far as I'm concerned, he's waking you up from your slumber. Buhari was giving you sleeping tablets, making you drowsy, making you sleep. By the time you wake up, you will wake up to a disaster, which it seems on now. But I think you can still avert that disaster if you take the right reaction. When there is a lack of produce, when there is scarcity, the answer to that scarcity is production. Produce more, produce more. Stop loitering about Lagos. Stop sleeping under the bridge. Stop picking pockets. Stop disturbing traffic and saying you are doing agbero. Go and do real work.
Okay.
That will give you real money.
Now, let me come in here. As we speak, a human rights group.
Don't sell your child. You don't need to sell your child.
Okay, beautiful one. Thank you. A human rights, group identified as the Take It Back movement today hit the streets of Lagos State to protest against the soaring price of food and, of course, the high cost of living in the country. Of course, the protesters were seen carrying placards of various inscriptions to Elegba under the bridge area of the state to mark or to make their grievances known on the current economic hardship across the country. Now, would you now say that they're wasting their time? Again, if you say yes, then how do we put the government on their toes? Should we just fold our arms and go to the farm and start farming and start working and leave government alone?
They are not wasting their time. But I hope that they mean what they are doing. What I mean by that is that in their hearts, they are saying, never again are we going to allow a government to rig his way into power. Never again are we going to be used to suppress the voting public by telling them that if they are not going to vote this way, they must not come out of their houses. Never again should we allow one Oba to say that if you are Igbo and you want to vote, you don't want to vote for APC, we will throw you into the lagoon. We will dethrone that Oba immediately ourselves. I hope they mean it that way. Protest, but follow your protest with reasonable and adequate action. And as I said the other time, take the hoe by one hand, that is, start plowing the land, start trying to provide food for yourself and your family, and the other hand, hold the placard for protest. But mean that protest. Don't just protest for protest's sake. I am a Protestant myself, even though I'm blind. And that's why I'm speaking the way I'm speaking now. Never again will I vote for anybody just because that person say Emiloko, or that person say I am Yoruba, you must vote me Yoruba, or whether will I ever suppress an ethnic group because they are Igbo. They must not be president. We must not vote for them. They must not be governors in Lagos. Never again. Although me, I've never done it, but I will keep on preaching that message. Vote your conscience, defend your vote. That is the best way to protest.
Now, commercial activities were also grounded, in Benin. People have been saying that the government should at least, do something about the hardship in Nigeria. Everything that people are saying is about hardship. The protest by some civil society organizations in Benin is calling on the president to address the problem of economic hardship in Nigeria. The group took to Ring Road down to Akpakpava Road and to other busy roads in the Benin centers, brandishing placards with various inscriptions. Also, Nigerians are starving to death, according to some. The Nigeria, Tinubu end hunger and suffering in Nigeria. Federal government end the hunger in Nigeria now. Tinubu let Nigerians breathe, and so many other things. All right, now the thing is, we've been seeing protests, and tomorrow there will be another protest. The federal government, to some persons, is not even ready to do anything, or some will say they are incapacitated. They're not willing, or they don't have the power to even think out of the box to sort these issues. What do you think?
Let me give an analogy.
Okay.
Fire has started on your roof and it's burning, and you're on your bed sleeping, and somebody, instead of waking you up, gave you sleeping tablets, and you went deeper into that sleep, and then suddenly you wore out of that sleeping drug. What will happen to you? You wore out of the sleeping drug and you started seeing the fire, the smoke and everything. You will run and scream and shout. But all that screaming and shouting and running escalator is for you to, the best way is for you to know the exit and follow the exit, and if there is fire on your clothes, douse it and begin to find a way of living. That is what I advise. So all these protests and so on, there is nothing the government is going to do or can do. Even the corruption, Tinubu cannot stop it with a swipe, because he himself came in by corruption. And even if he came in correctly,
Nigerian Labour Congress, I want to bring in the NLC now, warned the NLC not to embark on its 2-day nationwide protest against the rising cost of living in the country. Also, the police warned against disruption of commercial activities during the protest. The special advisor to the president on information and strategy, Bayo Onanuga, and the police and some other persons, also mentioned, handed down the warning as 65 civil society groups yesterday pulled out of the planned demonstration, warning against its possible hijack, exactly, arguing that it could worsen the deteriorating situation. The NLC president, Joe Ajero, had insisted in a statement on Sunday that the protest will be held on Tuesday. That is from tomorrow. That is, the protest will be held tomorrow and Wednesday as planned. But the federal government is saying, no. Nobody should go into any form of protest. Some will tell you that the federal government is scared that some miscreants might take over the protest. Are you also scared that might be the situation tomorrow, Mr. Yinka Ibiduni? Hello? Can you hear me now?
Can you?
Yes, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yes.
All right.
I can hear you.
Okay.
I said I am not scared, but I know that the miscreants will try to take it over because the miscreants are jobless and they don't want to follow the path of productivity. They were jobless in the first place when they were used by the government to suppress voters' rights and rig elections, carry ballot boxes, turn some into the gutter and burn some. They were jobless then. They got job. Now they will find another job by, making the protest. Look, if you know the right thing, do it. The right thing is to be more productive. I was in Ghana in 1977, and things were so bad in Ghana.
It's worse now.
Achampong was there and was saying, there are people that are smuggling. Is it me that is smuggling? Go and catch those people. You know them. They are your neighbors. Go and do some farming and so on. I took only sardine, omo, and sardine, omo, locks, and so on. I took it to Ghana in a Ghana mosque, and I brought back kente, their Ghana prints, and so on. And I got more than 10 times the money I spent, including my flight ticket, when I sold those kente. So Nigeria is slipping into that situation. But instead of waiting for somebody to be coming on here and be saying, am I the one smuggling? Am I the one that is stealing money? Am I the one that's carrying petrol that is subsidized to the neighbor? You that is listening to me now, do the right thing. No. Go to your farm, plant, and then wait for harvest. Yes, you will be hungry today. Right now, as I'm speaking, you are hungry.
Don't you
Jesus
think?
Christ fasted for 40 days
Don't you
and
think?
40 nights.
Don't you think these poverty thing, this lack of food issue in Nigeria is bringing about unity amongst ethnic groups in Nigeria, amongst ethnic divides? Like there is more unity now. Okay, let me use this opportunity to bring in to recall what Peter Obi said. He has expressed concern over the widespread hardship in the land, commenting on the stampede that occurred during a rice auction the Nigerian custom, the NLC, organized to ameliorate hardship in the land. Obi said it was unfortunate that Nigerians were struggling to feed despite the enormous wealth of the nation. I don't know if you also noticed that the auction aimed to provide 25 kg bags of rice at a discount price of 10,000 naira per bag to alleviate the impact of inflation and all of that. But then he also said, in a long statement, he said that Nigerians are united by hunger under Tinubu's administration.
Let him tell us what he will do now, right now.
He's not the president.
No. Don't tell me that.
No, Peter Obi is not the president.
I'm not the president. I'm not aiming to campaign. I don't want to be a president. I'm not looking for your vote. But I'm telling you what you should do. And that's what I know. Let him tell us what he will have been doing right now if he were president. People are hungry, yes. And that one is not a news. People are hungry. Why are people scrambling? Why can't they wait turn by turn? Because they are all cheats. They want to get the bag of rice before another person gets it. Nigerians need to look inward.
Remember, no,
Stay on the queue.
as part of what he said,
Get there on time.
as part of what he said, as part of what he as part of what one of the things he said rather is that, can you hear me? One of the things he said is that the federal government should invest aggressively in agricultural sector to curb food crisis in Nigeria. He said so. He has been preferring solution, but it's just that some persons have not been listening.
No. Like the same thing Tinubu is saying. But are Nigerians ready to go to the farm and do the farming? I'm telling you now that without any subsidy, because I'm a farmer and I don't take any subsidy from government, without any subsidy, you will make profit. How much more when you take advantage of the subsidy? People are not going. The farms are empty of young people. Only old people are there, and the young people that are there, they are illiterate. On my farm, they can't even read the label on the feed. I have to be telling them, the one that's green, that is this. The one that's white, that is this. Whilst educated people who are young, who are able, are in Lagos in their millions, sleeping under the bridge, sharing corridors and paying for it. It is the people. Obi knows this, and he knows that if he were to be president, he wouldn't be able to do any much better.
Really?
I'm not saying Bola Tinubu is a saint. Bola Tinubu, as I told you, he rigged his way into power. I say it 100 times.
Why do you think?
But Peter Obi cannot do any better.
Why do you think so?
Because.
Why did you say so?
Because Buhari especially gave all Nigerians sleeping tablets, and we all slept. And now that the sleeping tablet is wearing out, we discovered that there is fire on the mountain. Asha sang that song. Fire on the mountain, and nobody is running. Abi?
And nobody seems to be on the run. Okay. But then, I maybe you would agree with Tinubu's, Atiku's side of the entire story. In fact, as at this morning, some newspaper had it. They said how to make Nigeria work. Atiku lectures Tinubu, according to some newspapers. And when I read some of these things, I was just smiling. But then, Atiku has asked the president, though, to emulate the economic reforms embarked upon by the leader of Argentina to take Nigeria out of the woods. He stated that on Twitter. He said, while the leadership of Nigeria and Argentina inherited a disoriented economy, both applied different measures to recovery. Atiku said, in quote, a worse condition in Nigeria, what he did to return his country to a place where investors are starting to believe should serve as a lesson to Nigeria. To Bola Ahmed Tinubu. The president, he said a whole lot. I cannot actually, start reeling out right now. But he said, Nigeria, Ahmed Tinubu, should emulate what the president of Argentina did to take focus and look inwards. They're doing something way different. Like in Lagos, we have places where you can now go to eat, food per day, just a meal. And some of the stuff, the custom. The Nigerian custom is distributing rice or selling rice, and some people tell you these are goods taken from people forcefully, seized from people, and then you're now giving out to other Nigerians for as low as 10,000 naira for a 25 kg. So that all of these arrangements by the federal government and state government is not just on track at all. What do you think? Will you consider this true?
Well, the president of Argentina had his own style. It's an eccentric, and he sold himself as an eccentric. He dared the people, and they voted for him as an eccentric. Tinubu, instead of telling the people exactly what he wants to do and presenting his image that way, he presented his image as Mr. Fix-It and was covering the ills of his predecessor, and therefore, when he fixed it for himself by rigging, he cannot now turn on his predecessor or those who are corrupt in society as he ought to. So one lesson that I'm sure Tinubu has learned now is that, man, know yourself and be true to yourself. Don't pretend, don't bribe, don't rig your way through. Say it as it is and mean what you say. That's all I can say to that. And Atiku is no better. If Atiku were to be president today, he will find it difficult because Atiku himself was presenting himself as a Mr. Fix-It. He was presenting himself as Mr. Fix-It before the election. He didn't say what was wrong with the election.
He didn't say what was wrong with the election. Or what did you say? Hello?
Hello?
Yes. You said Atiku didn't do what?
So, Atiku was also selling himself as Mr. Fix-It. It was only Obi that was a bit different and did not carry on in that way. Look, Nigerian politics is in a mess. You don't have politicians that are forthright, revolutionary. They shouldn't compare themselves with Argentina. Argentina presented itself as a revolutionary from the word go. Hello?
Yes, I can hear you. I'm here, I can hear you. Can you hear me? Hello?
Yeah, and so on. And everybody believed him, thinking that, yeah, we are going there. But Tinubu rigged him out of it. So the politics of Nigeria is a mess. Hello.
Yes. Okay. Let's leave that quickly and also talk about some other issues quickly. Now, I want to talk about. I want you to talk about this coup attempt thing. You know, so many people in Nigeria, citizens, have been talking about coup here and there. Everyone coup. Oh, there might be a coup. This. The military will take over and all of it. We've heard that from several quarters. But then, the defense headquarters today has debunked a media report, all of these media things, that the president or the Presidential Guards Brigade has been put on high alert over the fear of a coup attempt. The military described the allegation published by some platforms as malicious and unfounded. Yes, the DHQ dismissed the report as a statement, and said that is not true at all. They denied the claim that the President Tinubu had an emergency meeting with Gbajabiamila and the commander of the Guards Brigade over the alleged coup plot. What are your thoughts on this, really?
All those things will be happening given the situation, but I will say the government should be focused on its programs and encourage the people, let the people know what he's doing and how they can take advantage of it and forget about any coup plot. Because even the soldiers are Nigerians, they are from among us. We've tried soldiers before, they can't do anything, they can't make anything better. They can concentrate on one part and it looks like it's
But
good.
in Niger, the soldiers are Nigerians.
Who is? You mean Niger?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think the Nigerians are solving anything.
I am saying that it doesn't matter. Everyone is suffering. I mean, should we now say the military the military is ruled out of this whole thing? Are they enjoying?
They are not. They too can go to farm, produce their own food. Okay. I can tell you that many of the barracks have plenty of land they can farm on. Many of the barracks, all those their range practice and so on, they can plant there. Who tell you that you can't plant there? Even some of the war front, if you go to the war, are farms. So look, let's provide what we need now, and then we talk about how we make it better as time goes on. Okay, we do what we need now, but for next year, let's talk about doing it like this. But when you fold your arms and you are protesting and you don't do anything now, you'll be hungry right now and you'll be hungry tomorrow, because it's what you plant now that you eat tomorrow.
But really, is anyone scared that the military will want to do anything at this point in time?
I'm not scared. And if they do, they will fail. Nigeria is not Niger. Nigeria is a very big country.
Why?
We've seen it all before.
Okay.
Even Buhari and Ijeoma, what did they achieve? Discipline. They flog you when you cross the road. That's all they achieve. What else did they achieve? What else? Is that what we want now? We want food. We want to eat.
We want to stay alive.
Yes.
Okay.
If you are hungry and then somebody come and whip you again, you just faint.
Okay. Let's leave that. Let's leave that. Really, you know, my phones are ringing like seriously.
And they are
I'm sure.
I'm sure. They are going to kill me on your phone. So that man talks rubbish.
Okay.
But they will soon know that it's not rubbish.
All right. Let's.
Anyway, I apologize.
Hold on. Hold on. Let's touch on some other issues quickly before I let you go.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, before I let you go. But then, let me also tell Nigerians that the president of the Association of Bureau de Change of Nigeria, has said that members of the association would consider measures if the proposed guidelines for their operations go into effect. All right, I just want to state that so you know. But then, away from that quickly, I want to touch on states. More state creation. A recent call for the creation of additional 3 states in the southwest by the House of Representatives member representing Obokun Oriade Federal Constituency of Osun State. I'm talking about Mr. Oluwole Oke. He has reignited the arguments for and against the creation of more states in Nigeria. While some have argued that available empirical records do not support creating more states, others are saying that it will bring about more development. These are those who insist that there is nothing wrong in creating one additional state in the southeast. There is nothing wrong in creating one additional state in the southeast. What do you think?
Well, I have discussed this at the confab, the one that Obasanjo held in 2005.
2014?
No, 2005.
Okay.
I didn't go to the 2014 one.
All right.
Now, the Southeast, for political reasons, maybe they deserve one more state. But that's all. Any other state, they should rather collapse rather than to expand, because each additional state you create, you have another governor, another security vote, another set of commissioners, another set of special advisors, and so on and so forth. It doesn't lead to any development. It only leads to more corruption, more job for the boys, and so on. Either we stay as we are, or let's go to regionalism based on the 6 geopolitical zones.
Well, you see, the proponents of these arguments, believe that an additional state for the Southeast would ensure, one, justice, equity, fairness, as it remains the only zone in Nigeria with 5 states, while others have 6 and even 7 for the Northwest.
I agree to that, but only for political reasons. And I think the Southeast has been badly done since the Second World, since the civil war.
Okay.
I think they should let the Igbos breathe. I am on the side of Pa Ogubanjo, that was recently removed from being the acting leader of Afghanistan. I am on the side of Obasanjo, who fought and was almost dead during the Biafran War. I'm on their side. Let the Igbos breathe.
Saying let the Igbos breathe, I think I should also remind you that a federal high court in Abuja today heard the bail application and preliminary objection to the trial commencement filed by Nnamdi Kanu, leader of the IPOB. Upon resumption hearing of the matter, Adegboyega Awolomo, SAN, who appeared for the federal government, told Justice Binta Yanko that the case was coming up for hearing after the decision of the Supreme Court on December 15, 2023. So, Nnamdi Kanu is back to court again. And what do you think this time around? I mean, like you said, let the Igbos breathe. Don't you think he should start from this man? I mean, Mazin Nnamdi Kanu.
I think they should let him go. It's a political... they are prosecuting him on political issues. And let me say, even though I love Awolowo very well, the civil war was caused by Awolowo's advice to go on after Aburi. If what everybody is shouting for now is what they agreed at Aburi. So if Awolowo did not influence Gowon to disannul the agreement at Aburi, we wouldn't be talking about civil war. Let's face the fact that call it spade is spade.
Okay. So if indeed you want the Igbos to breathe, I mean, like I said, don't you think it should start from Mazin Nnamdi Kanu? Can the Igbos breathe without the release of this man? Really?
No. They should let him go. Maybe if let him go now. They are even paying him compensation. They should let Nnamdi go.
Okay. I'm sure you are also aware that that before I let you go now, finally, I want to open up the studio lines. The Senate has begun the process of amending the Electoral Act 2022, expected to come on stream before the 2027 general elections across the country. Now, what they're saying in a bill sponsored by Senator Sani Musa, who is from Niger State, which has already passed first reading, the legislative chamber is expecting to introduce some radical amendments, just like its counterparts in the House of Representatives. Now, the bill is that they are saying that all elections should be conducted in one day. Maybe I should just throw in your thoughts quickly before I let you go. All elections,
I think that would be great.
Should be conducted in just one day.
Yeah, because if you are going to bribe your way through, you will have more people to bribe, and you may think it's not worth it. And the grassroots will be better mobilized, because the councillors and so on, they have to go to the people, and the people can influence what happens in their situation. The chairman, the lower you go, the more you have to. What they do at the moment is that they start from the top, and the top buys the position for those that occupy lower positions. So, but if they do everything in one day, it will not be easy.
So you think it
You
will?
won't even know who you are going.
You think it will check vote buying, election malpractices, and
Yes.
all of these things?
Yes.
All right.
And it will embolden the voters as well.
I want to say thank you so very much for talking to us this afternoon.
It's a pleasure. If I've annoyed you, sorry. That's me.
All right. Thank you.
Or your theory, or your theory. You started calling me that from.
Hello? Okay, thank you so very much anyway. I appreciate you so very much for talking to us. Nigerians, can we have our own time now? 0700 903 903 903 is the number to call. 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call to be part of the conversation. Let's have a robust one together this afternoon, okay? Keep it civil. Keep it 60 seconds. Move away from your radio set or turn down the volume of your radio set, okay? Thank you so very much. Let's start from here. Good afternoon to you this afternoon. Hello. Hi, good afternoon. What's your name?
This is Remy.
Hello?
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yeah, this is Remy.
Good afternoon, Remy.
Yeah. How I wish your guest fine. Because
we're having issues with your line now.
That's saying people should go to farm. Can you hear me now?
Hello? Okay, Remy, I think you should call back. Please do call back. All right. Thank you. Hello, good afternoon to you.
Hello, Mr. Good afternoon.
Can you move away from your radio set? Come on. Uh-oh. Please, like I said, if you want to call me, move away from your radio set. First, move away from your radio set. Okay? Thank you. Or just turn down the volume before you call. Just turn it down, turn it down. What I need is your phone, not that radio set. Can we? Okay. Let me take more calls now. Hello, good afternoon.
Hello.
Hello?
This is Remy.
All right, Remy. Go ahead, please.
Your guest kept saying we should go to farm. I was expecting you to tell him
about the security
that
situation.
Those who are going to farm are being killed. Their wives being raped. They are being kidnapped. Fear of that because he kept saying we should go to farm. We should go to farm. You mentioned what Obi said and what article. To him, he said they wouldn't have anything better if they were in the Tinubu.
Oh my God. Remy, I think you have to, let's do it the other way around, okay? Maybe you call directly, Shay, if you can, please. Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Hi.
Yeah, this is Jalil calling from Yaba.
Okay.
Yes, what caught my attention mostly is the last comment that your visitor said that they should be conducting all the elections every day, in the same day. Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. No, that is what NAS is proposing.
Yeah, I think that should be that would be the best proposal that they have proposed since 1999.
Really?
Yes, because conducting the election, like this election that just did that, just concluded. You think anything win the election if we do it the same day we did of this one? Then we don't win the election. So that's my approach. Thank you very much.
All right. Okay. So that's just the best decision so far. I think I would get to give you more details as regards that though. But then I'll take more calls first. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Mr. Jide.
Welcome.
My name is Christian.
You have to move away from your radio set.
I am not close to my radio.
I can hear this noise from your end. Okay, good. Just go ahead, please.
Okay. Concerning the issue of protest tomorrow is about to hold. What I want to ask is why the Nigerian government is afraid for people to protest for their own rights? Why are they saying that the protest is going to cause this and that? If they know the right thing to, why can't they do it once and for all and let peace reign in the country? Or do they like the way people are suffering in this country? That is what I want to ask. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Ikamijide.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, this is C2 calling from Freetown, Sierra Leone.
Welcome.
Thank you, Ikamijide. I want to say something very, very important. In as much as I am not a hypocrite, in as much I'm not a tribal bigot, but I will say something very important. Nobody should, you see, in terms of this coup of a thing, it's bullshit. It's not, there is nothing like coup in Nigeria. People who plot coup doesn't announce it. There is, just forget about it. They just want to use it to convince gullible Nigerians and listen, I'm an Igbo man. You understand? Tinubu must finish his 8 years and nobody should plot any coup against him. He must finish his 8 years. That is number one. Whoever that is plotting coup against Tinubu on his own is on his own, and let him deal with them the way he wants. Why I'm saying this is this, Ikamijide. I don't know how old you are. We have to go back to the history because there was a coup before and the targeted coup, and today we went back to do some research with the international community. We pay a lot of money to get the information. It was 21 people, 21 Nigerians from different types of the country, 7 of them from the southeast, and the rest of them from southwest, middle belt, and the north. They plot the coup to make Nigeria to be okay. That was the reason of the coup, so Nigeria can enjoy. But after the coup, they target Igbo coup. They target Igbo coup. Even we challenge BBC, come and tell us how it was Igbo coup. Today they cannot bring their record. But thank God that we went through and find out the people that is participating with the coup. We have their names. If you doubt it, we send it to you and you read it for Nigeria. So nobody, we don't want the repeat of this rubbish to happen. They know, in fact, nobody should plot coup against Tinubu. Your host, your guest is not a biased man, but there is one place I'm gonna disagree with him. Mr. Man, if you are listening, see you people going to farm, please, my brother. Do you remember that these Fulani terrorists, herdsmen, are murdering people in their farm? My own people were murdered in the farm. In Gamejide, I know what I'm telling you. We have the dead bodies of people they killed in the farm, butcher them in the farm. That is the reason why Nnamdi Kanu bring out ESM. If not, there will be nothing like ESM. They butchered our people. I know what I'm telling you. We have their videos. The people they kill. Now, how do we want to do these people, my brother, if he's listening? How do you want to safeguard these people in the farm? Who is going to protect them? Nobody is going to protect them. They will be killed in the farm. That is why we see hunger today in Nigeria. If this Fulani men are going inside the farm, kidnapping, killing people, at least what is happening in Nigeria today, they will see food to eat. But whereby middle belt will have almost 2 million IDP in the IDP camp. Their houses, their farmland, their ancestral home has been invaded, has been taken, renamed by these terrorist murderers, Fulani Janjaweed. So can't you see that there's a problem? Can't you see? So what I'm saying is this. This is the problem we have at hand today, and that is why we are dealing in the southeast today. We want our people to be protected so that they can go back to their farm. We have governors, right? We have governors who are sworn alleged for the caliphate that they are not going to represent their people. We have them. One of them is the former Ebony governor, Dave Vomahi, in Channel Television. He said that they swear an oath not to represent the people, that their own allegiance was to defend the constitution. That is what the video is there. Whatever I said to you, if you doubt it, I'll bring the video. Dave Vomahi, former Ebony State governor, he said that their allegiance is not to defend the people. So Who is going to defend these vulnerable people? We have governors in the southeast, except from our less OT, that we are still watching with small eyes to see if it's going to make difference. But the rest, by caliphate, they can't do nothing. They can't. This is not our people. They are not our people. And before I drop it, I am asking Mr. President to release Nnamdi Kanu. Let Nnamdi Kanu go, for crying out sake. Let Nnamdi Kanu go, because we have sworn an oath. If Nnamdi Kanu die in the house of Nigeria, we will.
It's okay. Let's leave it there. Okay. Thank you so very much. Now, as regards Nnamdi Kanu, there is an information I would want to give out. It's quite vital, but hold on a little, okay? I would do that as quickly as possible. All right. Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Okay.
The last, maybe for me, the election, I prefer they do all the election the same day. Are you getting my point?
Yeah.
Because if you say they do election, the same election, or election one day, this Lagos State governor, it cannot be there today. Because I know about it, because they just beat people up and down, saying your money to pay for, not to allow them to go and put, like make people hide for the houses. Now, so then they just find where they take your money, how they take it. It's very, very bad. Let they do election one day. And that is okay. We say, go to farm, making allowed in farming, all the farming to go to Borno, farm now and farm there. Making sure things will happen. That's my conclusion. Bye-bye.
Thank you so very much. Thank you. Well, I don't. Okay, no, hold on. Let me not take this message first. Let me reserve this message and take calls first. Then before I read this message, it's quite 0700 903 903 903. That's a number to call. Good afternoon. Hello.
Yeah, this is Remy calling back.
Okay, having issues with your network, really?
Yeah.
All right, let's try.
Yeah, it's network.
Let's try.
Yeah. The election, whether you have the whole election in it or you have the whole election.
Sorry. So sorry. Your network is so terrible today. What happened? Yeah, Bele, sorry. So sorry about that. Hello, good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon, Jude. Jude. It is your friend Peter Ufifo from Abarga in the country.
This man. How are you doing?
Fine, thank you. And how family?
Great. Talk to me.
God bless you. Actually, I was expecting you last Friday, but it did not come on the air for maybe reasons that were above your own.
Exactly. You know already.
Okay, that's good. Now, concerning your guest, I am in support of him on many items. You know that he said, but I'm really against him on what he spoke about the rigging of election by Tinubu. That he said that he can say it 100 times that Tinubu rigged his way to Arthur Rock. In fact, it's very unfortunate. I hate people who play to the gallery and then who cannot substantiate whatever they are saying. You know, as a conspiracy theorist, as a speculator. So you should bring empirical evidence that this man actually rigged the election. I'm surprised that he talks with the two sides of his mouth. He supports Tinubu and then he goes to play to the gallery. That is very unfortunate.
No, what are you saying in essence now? That, okay, Tinubu did not rig his way,
Tinubu never rigged the election. The court said so. The judiciary said so. The Supreme Court said so. So let us agree with that.
Which judiciary?
Nigerian judiciary. The Supreme Court confirmed that that Tinubu won that election. Whether we want to analyze it or not, let us leave it at that. That is that.
Okay.
Then secondly, in your own introduction, you mentioned two things about the woman in Port Harcourt or River State who wanted to sell her 5-year-old child. Then the second one is what I'm interested in, that is the members of Manufacturers Association of Nigeria. That they are trying, at the moment, that they are saying that they have made a lot of production, but they want to
people are not buying
because people are not buying. Now, if you link this up to our problems in Nigeria, we've been talking about, the main problem is that the minister of subsidy, the floating of the naira. Now, the other man, that's Peter Obi, said, without due respect, that in fact, the government should stop running after the BDCs, that is below the change people. You understand, operators. Is that also? But that's very unfortunate. You see, we are saying that Tinubu should go after the people inside their sponsors. That we know that if he goes against them, the political elite, the economic elite in the north may go after him. I mean, may not support that. You understand?
Yeah.
Just as they have done in the bringing of FAN and of course CBN subsectors to Lagos from Abuja. You understand? So we are saying that that's one of the reasons why the problem dollarization of the economy. That you should go after these BDCs. And this man is saying that they should not go after BDCs. You understand? In fact, I begin to wonder. He has already been talking about production. But as far as I'm concerned, in inflation, we talk about a lot of money chasing few goods. Now, members of MAN have said that their goods are not being purchased because of the dollarization of the economy. That is too much money. But if too much money all in the name of dollar, it's not in the hands of Nigerians because it is a few dollars to a lot of naira. So for today, we know that they say that naira is beginning to climb up somehow in relation to dollar. Let us pray that these things will work there. So I'm against Peter will be saying that they should not go after the BDCs. That is a very bad one. Probably he was just trying to play to the gallery to make sure that they cannot support him, which is wrong. So lastly, on NSC and TUC,
the Peter Obi said they should do what to the BDCs?
Peter Obi is advising the government that they should not go after the BDCs operators. You understand? Nigeria, they believe the government is trying to go, against them now because they believe that these people are the cause of.
Are they the problem of Nigeria? Are they the problem? Really? Are they our problem?
They're one of the problems. Yes, they're one of the problems in South Africa. You find that the central bank money, I mean, by the rate, is bigger than that of the black market. But in Nigeria, this is not so. There's racketeering. We have been saying that to curb this problem, the dollarization in the economy, that they should go after the BDCs. In China, they cannot try it. They are sent to the dollar. You understand? So that's what people be saying that Nigeria, the government should not go after them. To me, it's very wrong. In fact, I'm saying that the government should go after the sponsors, not even the roadside operators, because these malams are not the roadside operators, who we call it dollar. But the people sponsoring them are behind the principal elite and economic elite in the north. And when they go after them, the northerners may want to say, Bola Tinubu, we are not going to support you in 2027. But we are saying that as Nigerians, patriotic Nigerians, that government should go after them. That is that. Apart from insecurity, public security, that's mentioning the sponsors, the 400 sponsors have been given by UAE, United Arab Emirates. This is broken record. It sounds like broken record, but these are the two major reasons, for us to have peace in Nigeria. You understand? That is that. Directly on this NLC, hello?
Yes, I can hear you. Quickly, please. Let's roll.
Lastly, on this NLC and TUC proposed protest tomorrow and next tomorrow, that's 7 and 28 respectively. To me, I believe it is a bad one. Thank God that the TUC and other 5 members have withdrawn. If you listen to, I think about 8 point items being said this afternoon, maybe the not by the president of TUC. In fact, you guys giving us the reasons why they are withdrawing and, making proposals to the government. Now, NLC chairman, president, is bent on making sure that they go on protest. He has even the conference from today. You understand? Have what is happening in Lagos, especially in Nigeria and things like that. So So I'm saying that we should not go on protest. This one will not solve our problem. Because from this protest, you know the beginning, but you may not know the end. Because hooligans, as we have always continued to say, we hijack the protest. And we may not know them. And this, this is a global village. Before you know it, the whole world will know about it. So please, NSC should think twice. NSC have been talking, but they have never proposed any good solution. In fact, the other day, the president, Judge was saying that 1 million naira may even be too for them to receive. How many people in Nigeria are...
Thank you so very much. Well, it's okay. It's okay. Let's talk to this person. Good afternoon to you. Talk to this person. Good afternoon to you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Are you... Good afternoon, Richard from Germany.
Yes, welcome, Richard. Good afternoon.
Yeah, Ikami.
Yeah.
Good afternoon. Yeah. Look, about Nnamdi Kanu, I think President Tinubu should not fall in the trap, that the northern Nigeria has, set for him. Because Nnamdi Kanu is a trap. Buhari and his core northern politicians are very clever, and Tinubu should not fall in their trap. Nnamdi Kanu is a very big trap. Buhari knew that Tinubu was coming, and he left Nnamdi Kanu's case for Tinubu because he knew. General Buhari knew what could have been the consequences if Nnamdi Kanu had died, in his custody while he was the president of Nigeria. So he delayed all the whole thing and pushed it to Tinubu. Tinubu must be very, very careful because Nnamdi Kanu is a very delicate, case, not only for Igbo but for Nigeria entirely. He should be very, very careful. If I were him, I would take a drastic action and let the young man go. I saw Iboho speaking a few days ago in Oyo State. He was still talking about Oduduwa Nation, Yoruba Nation, no going back. And nobody is attacking him, nobody's arresting him. I saw him with a sophisticated, security man, which he has right for. Police is not arresting him. Justice is not arresting him. Nobody's arresting him. Tinubu should be very, very careful. Nnamdi Kanu's case is a very one. And just as the subsidy was a very delicate one, Buhari played the whole very sophisticated, politics there. He didn't remove it. He allowed it. Immediately Tinubu came. Tinubu removed it, and see where Nigeria and Nigerians are today. Very clever people. If you look, let me tell you, my friend, if you think that core northern Nigerians are not clever, you are making a mistake. They are very, very sophisticated in politics. They are very good. Buhari knew that the subsidy was not working. He left it for Tinubu. He left all the whole thing for Tinubu. Look at where now everybody is against Tinubu now, not even Buhari. People are praising Tinubu. Sorry, people are even calling Buhari to come back because Buhari knew the consequences of removing the subsidy. Exactly, he knew what could happen if Nnamdi Kanu is no more. So I beg him, he should just calm down and reason and release that young man. Release that young man, let that young man go. And then lastly, what I'm trying to say about elections in Nigeria. My friend, Nigerians are not ready for this kind of democracy. Democracy is not coming out every 4 years and vote and go. No. Democracy is like a religion. Here where we are here, if there is any election today and one person petition said, look, I am not satisfied with this election, I'm telling that election will be cancelled. Recently it happened in Berlin, in a very small, district. A few people said, look, I didn't vote. I was there, I was late. And they look and say, they canceled the election. and the election took place again after 4 months. A democracy is not about the majority, also the minority must be heard. You don't put all these things 1 day or 2 days or every day or together, whether presidential or governor should be. No, that is not the issue. The issue is, what system have you put in place? The system must be accurate. The system must be decent. Whether you put them together, whether you do election a day or not a day, it's not the issue. The issue is, how prepared are you? How transparent are you? Look, let me tell you, if you Nigerians are going to vote under this Yakubu Mahmood in 2037, hello, you guys are going to get the same result. This guy, because look, what is wrong with black people? This man's supposed to resign, and then give another person, an opportunity to conduct another election. But this man is going to supervise another election in 2027, and are looking for getting transparent elections. We are not serious. This election, this man should not supervise another election in Nigeria. Look at what is in just primaries. They can't even agree. All the whole parties, they cannot agree. In 2027. Black people cannot conduct ordinary election, not only in Nigeria. Look at all the elections in Africa, mostly in Sub-Saharan Africa. Everywhere disaster, everywhere killings, to elect a president.
Let's leave it.
My brother,
I've given you
thank you, and God bless you from here. Bye-bye.
Thank you so very much. Yeah, I have a lot to talk about, but then let me just mention one. You said that Mahmoud Yakubu should be removed, like we should have a change of leadership when it comes to INEC, right? But then we have the same government. Look at it from my angle. Yes, you want there to be a change of INEC, whatever head, right? But what about the government? If the government that brought him to power is still in place, and we ask question, change to who? Who actually? You remove Mahmoud Yakubu, do you know the person who's going to be the next? I mean, what the person will do? Because we still have the same government. So it's really not, this whole thing is just clumsy, kind of. I just hope you understand what I am trying to say. We cannot talk, Jerry. Good afternoon to you. Good afternoon. Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Tam Judy.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, my name is Onye Kucheya. I'm calling from Lagos.
All right.
Yeah, I'm hearing from the contribution of our people today concerning having a 1 day and all the seats.
Yeah.
Governor, senator, and thereof president a day. That is not the issue.
Okay.
Issue, we all know the issue in this country today. We all know the issue. If you can promise us by the next 4 years, everything about this country will come to reality. And when that time reaches, that is why the Oyibo look the politics and call it a dirty game. It's a dirty game. We all know that it's a dirty game. We just survive. So now, not to change the INEC with the Coco. The new INEC are bringing, when you are allowed to be buy, when you are allowed to be used, nothing you can do there. We all know that. Look at the Abia State governor today. If the woman accepted those offer, the man would have been there. The corruption continues in Abia State. Let us set aside the truth. So, this country, the problem we have is in our hand. Because you want to make your name. You want to be this, you want to be that. And we forget that tomorrow one will leave this earth and go. One will leave this earth and go. And leave everything on earth. So, we were calling from month to month, day to day. That's not going to solve the issue. We all know the truth. If you want the right person to be there, they will frustrate him. He will not be there. So that is the truth about it. Calling day and night will not solve the issue. The issue is all about The government who wants to govern us, as you enter, look what people are going through. Then you put things that will have reason to say, this one is doing well. That is the only thing. Like now, you can't be an ordinary person and become a governor. Why you didn't know what the city or the state are going through? You must know one or two things so that when you enter there, you focus on that. Today now we don't have light. Look at how much they have invested in light. Today now we don't have good road. Look at how much they have invested in the road. Look at just tell us what they are giving us as a citizen. People are running away from this country because of improper management. So even if you cut it tomorrow, what is happening will happen. Mahmoud is the problem we have today in Nigeria. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. Just make sure it's brief enough, okay? So we can accommodate other calls. 081, that is to send your message right now. Send it to this WhatsApp number 081 717 56338. 081 717 56338. Yeah, your WhatsApp number. Then I will read all of your messages. All right. Let's see. Good afternoon to you.
Yeah, this is Remy calling back. Can you hear me now?
Okay, Remy. All right.
Yeah. Someone said he had issue with Obi telling government not to go after BDC. And you also asked that spokesperson, that is BDC the problem? He couldn't give you a rational answer. 2 days. If, for example, pure water, for example, is so surplus out there, can anybody hold pure water? The answer is no, because there is enough out there. So if the dollar they are blaming BDC over is available in banks, no matter what BC, no matter how they want to hold it, it will be effort and futility, because there is enough of it in the banks already. Are the BDC emptying are they the ones emptying the banks of the dollars? The answer is no. Is BDC the one in charge of the sales of our crude oil that they receive dollars? Are they the ones in charge of it? The answer is no. Are they the ones in charge of our exports? The answer is no. The same way they blamed Aboki FX under Buhari's regime, that Aboki FX was the reason the price of dollar was going up and down. They are doing the same with BDC. They are doing the same with Binance. They blame everybody except themselves. It is a common sense thing. It's a thing of supply, and it's a thing of supply. If there is enough dollars in banks, nobody will go after Aboki on the street or BDC. Nobody will go after them. You go to bank and get it. But it is not available. Who are those usurping the dollars in banks? A few weeks ago, we were told governors were responsible. The moment they receive tax allocations, we tend to see the inflation, the price of dollar going up. So why can't they go after governors? Why trying to blame the people for the ineptitude of the government? Why? On the matter of election, even if you have all the elections done in a minute, it doesn't matter. It is the system that matters. What is the state of INEC as we speak? We saw the last election. The results they released on IREV, for example, concerning Rivers State, wasn't what Mahmoud declared. So would you blame a day election or 2 days election on that? So even if you had the election in that or on a particular day, whoever is announcing the result can decide to declare whoever he decides to be the winner. We saw what happened with different states. We saw how Dino and other parties challenged Yakubu, that the results you are reading out is different from what we got from the state. What did Yakubu do? He did nothing. So it is not about how many days it is about the system.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Let's leave it there. Thank you so very much. Yeah, let me read your messages now. Let's see if we can touch on some. I can see some messages here. some on YouTube and the other. Okay, let me just touch it one after the other though. I don't think this government have a solution to solve the problems of this country they created anyway. Looking for who to blame for the failures always. You remember President Tinubu told the whole world in Chatham House in London that he has the better team to rule Nigeria by assigning people to answer questions that was made for him to answer. So where is the team now? Or have they run out of ideas? Things are getting worse every day. For how long are we going to wait for them to do what is expected of them? All right, thank you. Let's also touch on some messages again. This is a conspiracy between all the politicians. Why are they all not talking about holding all those that stole Nigeria money? They all refuse to probe those that probed or that robbed the nation. Everybody is left to enjoy their stolen wealth. That's what he said. Okay, let's see if I can also touch on some other ones here, some other messages now, maybe one or two before I take more of your calls again. Good afternoon, Nikami. Federal government shouldn't be afraid of the protest. You cannot beat a child and expect him not to cry. There is hunger in the land. Queen from Oshodi. Well, I don't really have much to say right now. What I want to tell your guest is that he should stop telling the youth to go to farm when we all know that when we all know the level of insecurity in Nigeria. And for the NLC declaring nationwide protest tomorrow, we the masses have lost confidence in them. So I don't care if the protest holds or not. Thank God from Charity Oshodi actually sent that message. All right, Jude from Lagos saying, how can farmers go back to farm when the government has not put security in place? Obi and Atiku would have done better because leadership styles and experience matter. My 2 cents. Thanks for your 2 cents. Make it 3 later or tomorrow. Let's get back to the phone lines now. 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call. 0700 903 903 903. I'll still touch on YouTube, okay? My YouTube friends, I'll be with you shortly. And in case you still want to send a WhatsApp message, the number is 081 717 56338. 081 717 56338. We're streaming on YouTube. Just go there, watch us live, get to the comment section, and do drop your comment. All right? Thank you so very much. Again, the number is 0700 903 903 903. That's the number to call to be part of this conversation this afternoon. Everyone, in case you're just listening or you're just joining on, this is Matters, where we discuss important issues in Nigeria. We do this every weekday between 1 p.m. and 3 p.m. Like I said, every weekday. My name is Jude. Good afternoon to you.
Hello.
Good afternoon. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Welcome.
Okay. I'm just laughing. Very, very laughing. But it's a personal, you have a friend. You have a psychopath as a friend. Somebody who always prays people who came out and praised Mr. Tinubu.
Sorry? Say that again.
You have a friend, you have somebody as a friend, a psychopath as a friend. Somebody call and say you are his friend. And then you support those who support Tinubu. He don't like what Mr. Rika said.
Hello? What happened? Okay. Please do call back. Please call back. Good afternoon. Hello?
Hello, good afternoon, sir.
Yes.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon to you.
My name is Levan. I'm calling from Alapere too.
Okay.
It's like you give some people time more than others in this program. Because second to I think the last 3 callers, in fact, the attention you give the man is just too much. And all what he's saying is not that maybe.
Can you get? Okay. Please. You are jealous, Abi. You are jealous.
Yes, in fact, the man always taking too much time. You know, it's not good. Please, let us allow others to talk.
All right.
That's all what I just want to say. Please.
Just
Thank you very much. Okay. Honestly speaking,
it's okay. Oh God. Yeah. As if they give her 25 kg when they not give you and they give you 5 kg. Hello, good afternoon to
you. Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. Welcome.
My name is Dimitri.
All right.
The protest tomorrow, I want to say that I don't know, because the federal government have put out their step to stop it. But I don't know. The reason why I'm thinking, I'm tired and confused, because these same people who are blocking people from protesting were the people who protested years ago. The same people who came out and protest and now today finding protest as a bad thing. And somebody will now call. He will call and congratulate people who helped Tinubu and say that he's doing well and say that he got his mandate directly and people voted him. He did not shit. He only helped them. But when you say that he do bad thing, he will come against you. That is something you have as a friend. He fested Mr. Inca because he said that somebody makes his way. He fought him, but when he talked for on favor, he will like him. That is not how things are done now. Let's come by the truth and the truth, no matter who we say them or not. Thank you.
It's okay. Thank you so very much. Conflict of opinions. It's okay. But let me break something down for you just right now. Let me give you some information reaching me. Judicial workers in Ogun State today commenced a 5-day warning strike over non-payment of their 40% peculiar allowance. Judicial workers in Ogun State. Now, okay? I'll just drop it back to back like pam. Now, this NAS thing I was talking about, NAS considering conduct of all elections the same day. Let me break it down fully so my people can understand. Let me just touch on it a little. What is happening actually is that the Senate has started the process of amending the Electoral Act 2022, and it is expected to come on stream before the 2027 general elections across Nigeria. Now, in a bill sponsored by Senator Sani Musa, which has already passed first reading, the legislative chamber is expected to introduce some radical amendments, just like its counterpart in the House of Representatives. Now, already the House of Representatives has introduced a similar bill, which has passed second reading and debated extensively by members. All right? The bill introduced by the Senate is largely the same with the one in the House of Representatives. Though details of the bills have not been made public or made known, it was, however, learned that electronic transmission of results and voting, holding all elections in one day, the primaries of political parties, may from the main thrust of the proposed arrangement come to light. Now, what I'm trying to say is that currently the Electoral Act is vague on key contentious issues like electronic voting transmission, electronic transmission of results, and holding of general elections in one day. About 2 years before the last general elections, that is in 2021, the Senate and the House of Rep passed the electoral bill with electronic transmission of election result. But following the inability of senators and members of the House of Reps to reach a deal on electronic transmission, especially members of the All Progressives Congress, the INEC was given the discretionary powers on the transmission of results. All right. I wish I could just continue with that, but because of our time, I'll tell you more of this maybe on Friday. Break it down for you more and more and more. But then, information reaching me just right now says that the National Association of Nigerian Students has urged the NLC to shelve its planned strike and focus on prioritizing national development. You see now, students, the National Association of Nigerian Students are now telling NLC not to go on strike. Instead, focus on prioritizing national development. Which one is national development? Prioritizing national development. Now, the Association of Students are appealing to the NLC to shun the path of strike action and explore alternative avenues to resolve disputes with the federal government. Oh, sometimes this country, it's okay. It's okay. But hey, before I take more calls, just a few more calls before I go, let me remind you something about Nnamdi Kanu. The Federal High Court in Abuja has fixed March 19, 2024 to rule on the fresh bail application filed by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The court also scheduled March 20 for the commencement of the resumed trial. March 19 to rule on the fresh bail. Fresh bail now filed by Kanu. Okay? March 19 and 20th. So you should know. Check time is 2:53 p.m. I want to take just few calls, maybe 3, before I wrap up quickly. So if you're calling, just make sure it's brief enough. 60 seconds should be enough for you. I want to take just 3 more calls and I go. Thank you. Let's start with this one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Good afternoon, Kami.
Good afternoon.
Happy protest.
No, which one is happy protest?
I'm calling from you.
Okay, let's go. 60 seconds. My time is up.
Those people are not students union. They are politicized now. Maybe it is the politicians that elect them. They understand. Politicians that appoint them. They have influenced their elections.
Okay.
They are the leadership of all those spirits. That is why they are talking like this. Politicians have been involved and they are funding them. They say, which one is national building again? And when Mr. President is appointing Dangote and all the people that are destroying this, holding this country captive, Mr. President is appointing them as economic recovery team. It can be concerning this election. Any bill that cannot remove the appointment of electoral umpires from Mr. President, that bill, every electoral act they are signing is nonsense. Because at the end of the day, if Mr. President appoints a INEC chairman, he will still rig the election. Let them be elected. Even if it is by judiciary or by members of House of Assembly, let them be elected. Even commissioners, REC, and the returning officers, all of them nationwide. Mr. President should not put on anything concerning INEC again. That is the main achievement. And I don't know why, matters like this, the opposition parties, they keep quiet. All of them are talking about dollar and the fuel subsidy, just to be criticizing Mr. President. This is what will give us a result. Let Mr. President remove his hand to anything, INEC, pata, so that we will have free fair election. Let there be electronic voting, because it is in the 2022 Electoral Act. Let them implement it now. Electronic voting. You can be in your house and vote with your phone. People who could not access their phone can now go to the polling unit and vote. People should not go to 2007 and start dying at the polling unit. So we should correct it now. So Mr. President should sit up. Everything will not be business as usual. God bless you. Thank you.
Thank you so very much. Bless you too. All right. 2 more calls, then we go. 60 seconds, like I said, 60 seconds. That's enough for everyone. Just 2 more calls. 0700 903 903 903. Good afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
I am Mr. Frank from Supply Town.
Okay.
Yeah, this is the democracy we fight for. Is it democracy we We said, soldier, go back to barracks. We don't want them any longer. We line up under some 3-4 hours to vote for some people. And today, where are we? When are we going to come out from this pit we find ourselves today? Where somebody thinks they were 3.8 million naira wristwatch. We blind people because they don't want to give us jobs. We go everywhere, know what they want. I am the one who died this number myself. They don't want to offer us a blind people like us a job. We are sensible. You will not say. They don't want to give us a job. How can we survive? This is not the democracy we expect that we want to grab. Brother, where are we going? Where are we going? The government is not the government is not doing us. They are not favoring us at all. Look at me. I'm just listening to you people. See that? I've not eaten. I don't even have reason to cook what I want to eat. Then how they expect me to clap for democracy? 1 minute was there. We eat well. How much was a bag of rice? Now today, we cannot afford. You cannot eat 3 square meals. Please, these people, these men and women, got a present position. Are they listening to all this our cry? Are you sure they are listening to us? We pray that the Holy Spirit will go and touch their mind, give them mind of flesh, take away this stone mind from them. Brother, I am hungry, I'm tired. Last month, my son born himself. I sent the picture to one of their colleagues, Chika Adibu. My son born himself from up to down. A 23 years boy, because he was scammed. Born himself. Me, I know they see. For 19 years, I know they see. If you answer their brain, I'm not going to help make I see something chop or anybody will God touch your mind. I can give you my number. Please, I'm not going to help me. I'm dying for hunger. I'm dying for hunger where I did now. I beg. I don't need to shame again. I cannot go turn my lamp, brother. I cannot go and do something stupid. Life is precious. Please. And let me give you my number. Let anybody go touch his mind. See, a long time like this after 2 to 3, I have not eaten anything. Jesus. Please, if you permit me, I need you people. I just listen to you what since. I don't want to call since. I just let me call and sound it out.
You know what? Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
All right. Don't worry. I would get your number here. Okay? I'll get your number here. Don't worry. Let's just leave it there today. Okay? Friends, in case you want to assist this man, okay? You know how I do my thing. I would drop a number, then you call that number, and let's just have that conversation outside the studio. Okay? Thank you very much. 0700 070 121 46454. That's the number to call. 070 121 46454. 070 121 46454. My name is Jude Ikami Jude. My time here is really fast spent. I want to apologize to Ijeoma Innocent. Thank you so very much. I'm out of here. Good afternoon to you, Nigeria. Their valued